We are equal, but not the same. What do I mean by this? We are all equal in the fact that we should all be treated as human beings and as people that deserve to be treated with respect as equals. Now, we are not the same though. All of us are going to have different backgrounds, different ethics, different everything in our lives, different facial features, different everything. So that's what I mean when I say we are equal but not the same. Yes, we're equal in the fact that, like I said, we all deserve to be treated as humans, but we are not the same. Some groups of people are going to be more athletic. Some groups of people are going to be more intelligent. Some groups of people are going to be better at certain things, and that is fine. It's just we need to recognize that. We are not the same, but we are still equal. And oftentimes it gets confused because people are like, we are equal and we are the same. No, we're not. We are not. We're all going to have different facial features. We're all going to have different backgrounds. We're all going to have different upbringings. None of us are going to be the same. And that's the thing that oftentimes people get confused is they think that when somebody says we are all equal, that means we're all the same. That does not mean that at all. And to the people that think that, it's very obvious. Look at people's faces. Does every person have the same face? Yes or no? Obviously no. And if we don't have the same face, does that mean we are the same? No. But we are still equal, even if we have different facial features, different bodies, different everything. We are still equal, but we are not the same. And that's what people need to understand and people need to realize is that in this life, we all deserve to be treated as humans. We all deserve to be treated as with respect, with kindness, with gratitude. But with that being said, that doesn't mean we are the same. Being that we look the same, we talk the same, we act the same. There's going to be different groups of people that act differently than other groups of people. It is just a fact. It is just a fact. A certain group of people were raised in a certain environment, and that environment dictates how that group operates. That is just how it works. There's nothing wrong with admitting that. And the faster we start admitting things like this, the more we can to grow as people and to actually become equal, because we can never be equal if we never understand our differences. And that's the reason why we'll never be equals, because people want to turn away from the idea of our differences. They want to turn away from the idea that we are different. All of us are different from each other. We are all different. And when people hear me say, or when people hear other people say this, they think that means we're not equal. No. Just because you're different does not mean you're not equal. It's okay to be different. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have different hair, different nose, different lips, different ears, different eyes, different everything, different body structure, different height, different hand size, different shoe size, you know? And so we need to understand our differences so that we can be able to connect to each other on a different level. But most people are not doing that currently. They're ignoring the facts. They're ignoring characteristics of certain people. And that is not helping us grow as a group, as a people. We need to understand our differences so that once we get our differences aside, we can start to grow as one. And that's what people need to do, because we are all equal. Yes, we are. But we are not the same. And we will never be the same. That is how it was intended to be. If everybody was the same, there'd be no point for color, for features, for anything. If we were meant to be the same, there would be no such things as that. And so people need to understand is just because you're equal doesn't mean you are the same. There's people that are going to be smarter, stronger, faster, more intelligent. It is a natural thing, but that does not mean you're not equal to that person. Yes, they might be better at something, but you're probably better than them at something. That is just how it works. So if you made it this far, I just want to wrap it up with this. We are all different. We all have different backgrounds. We all have different upbringings. We all have different features, different heights, different everything. But we are still equal. And now some people might be asking, what's the point of this video is? The point of this video is to get rid of this dumb idea that we are all the same. No. In fact, the idea of that we are all the same prohibits growth. Because if we are all the same, then that is just going to lead us down a road to failure. If you think you're the same as an NFL player, you are not. They have 9 times out of 10, they have better genes, better everything. They have more things going for them than you do. And people need to recognize that, yes, we are all equal, but there's going to be people that are better than you at something. And we need to understand that groups of people have differences. Groups of people have differences. And once we understand that, that is when we can fully delve deep into helping us bond as one, as a people. Because ignoring differences is doing more harm than good. Ignoring the fact that certain groups of people are better at certain things is prohibiting growth, like I said. So this is the whole point of the video is, if you're hearing this, change your way of thinking if you don't already think like this. We are not the same, but we are equal. We all deserve the right to live. We all deserve the right for speech of whatever it is. We deserve the right to be human. Everybody does, but that does not mean we are the same. We are all going to be different in our own unique way, and that is totally fine. And I just want people to understand that and realize that. Because once we start understanding that and realizing that, that is when the true growth will happen. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there will ever be a time where most people are going to think like this. It will never be that way, because we live under this false pretense that we are all the same and equal. And half of that is right. We are all equal, but we are not all the same. So look, that was the topic. If y'all enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Get me out there more. And make sure you join the Chusky takeover, because baby, we are going all the way. Better get on the train or get out the way. Let's go. You be like that. Hold on, I got this with my steak.